What's good? Y'all tuning in to another episode of Late Night New York, Whcr 90.3 FM. Got to shout out Paparazzi TV, filming the whole situation. We got a room full of people today, man. We out here working, grinding. I got my man. I thought he's from Brooklyn.
Nah, not from Brooklyn.
But he from the Bronx. What part of the Bronx?
Uptown, 161.
Copy.
Nah, man.
My man, Party G in the building, man. What's good, brother?
G, what's good?
What's up, man?
I appreciate you having me, bro. What?
You said Gerard Ave?
Gerard, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, bro, I appreciate y'all inviting me to the listening party.
Oh, yeah. Word. Nah, thanks for coming through.
Bro, some of the dope music I heard in a while, like I was telling you outside, man. Nowadays, you hear a lot of artists. Well, first, hold on. Before we get into that, let's get into the origin of Party G. What made you even want to, because it's a dirty game to be in. Mm-hmm. So, what made you even want to go ahead and just start dealing with entertainment in any facet?
Well, I started rapping like around 2012.
Copy.
But I ended up going to prison that same year for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I came home 2015. I was on parole and shit. I wasn't really doing too much. But then 2017, I got off parole and I ended up meeting Inf.
Copy.
When I met Inf, it just was go time from there.
Copy.
You know what I mean? It took me time, though. Like I said, I just dropped my album 2023. I met bro 2017. I just wanted to, like, get my sound originally and not sound like nobody else.
Understood.
And plus, I was doing, like, a lot of trap music around that time. And bro was like, music's going to change. You know what I mean? I advise you to just get your bars up lyrically.
And he knew what he was talking about.
Of course, yeah. So,
see, when I hear your music, I hear a story. I hear a deep story. You know what I'm trying to say? And you just said you being incarcerated and all that. So what was we're gonna go to little party, young Party G, 12, 13-year-old Party G.
Oh, young Party. Well, like I said, I was from the Bronx, but I ended up moving upstate because like my mom's was like in the streets heavy, and my pops was already up top.
Copy.
Doing like 15. So my mom's like moved me out of the city and we went upstate to like the Albany area, 518.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got up there, it was totally left for what we thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like moving to, the city to like a smaller city, even more poverty. So I was up there for since like 12 to like 14, but I was like in and out of group homes and all that.
Copy.
It was just so much going on when I was young. Like young Party G is like super trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been shot a few times, been stabbed, all that. Like, so it's like when I got up there, it was just different.
You hear it in the music.
Yeah, it was just different. It was just crazy. So,
now explain the because I know, because a lot of people from the five boroughs don't understand that like you said, Albany, Rochester, Newburgh, Middletown,
Buffalo
also, how it's dangerous as hell when you go upstate, man.
It's dangerous. What makes it dangerous in them areas is like, it's like imagine the whole city just on one borough though. Imagine like, you know what I mean? Brooklyn, Bronx, everywhere all on one borough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you get into something, you're gonna see something at the local store, the movie theaters, whatever.
Facts. Ain't no hiding, ain't
no
no
hiding that's going down. So, you know what I mean?
And describe the difference in the poverty from those areas compared to being in the city. Like, what's the
difference is like you in houses, like you in a whole house, upstairs, downstairs, all that, but it's still like the hood. Then what makes it even crazier is like you got Caucasian people in the same type of hood you in.
Oh, all right, okay.
You know what I mean? So it might be a white boy hooded than you.
Facts.
In them areas, like running a block, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's way different. Like it's way different.
Copy. So when you hear music, like nowadays, like you got the whole Griselda sound and 38 Special and people like that or whatever. Right. A lot of people don't know that that's like that might be new to people in the city. Mm-hmm. But they got, them guys and other guys been doing their thing for years or what have you.
Yeah, they've been grinding.
So when you moved up there, what was the, music-wise, what was the feel?
I mean, when I first moved to Albany, no lie, this is like, I want to say 2008 maybe. They was listening to Project Pat, crazy.
Oh, all right.
3 6 Mafia, Project Pat. It was like a lot of South stuff playing, like up there. But I feel like with Griselda and all them coming, out hitting the mainstream, that brung light to like, cause we couldn't even get to them areas and hear what they was even sounding like. You know what I mean? So I feel like they've been rapping like that
for a minute.
And
a lot of people don't know. Like I got a cousin. He probably don't want. I ain't gonna put his name out here or whatever. But when he was on the run upstate. And I remember this is like in 2007. Around that time, I started hearing about BSF.
2007?
Black soprano family. But they was,
Damn, that's that grind.
It was, they took their thing from the street and brought it into the industry. But, them guys were doing their thing for 15 plus years or what have you, man. So it's just kind of like for you to, for you to come in like, okay, you start out in the city, you move upstate, right? So you're around all these different influences or what have you. So every artist has that one record or that one album that makes them say, yo, I'm going to start, I need to jump into this.
I need to get into for me, I ain't gonna say what Styles P always was my favorite artist. Ghost in the Machine was just like, I had that on a tape in a group home. Like that was one of the, you know what I mean? So it's like I wanna say Styles, but I was like heavy influenced on Max. You see, I got the Max shirt on today. Free Max, you know what I mean?
Shout
French.
out to Max B.
You know what I mean? So Chinks and them guys. I actually, when I first started rapping, I linked up with Drew Pop. Shout out to my boy Drew Pop from the Bronx. And that was like really my first record I did with him. And then when I did the record, he would like open up for French and we would do that record.
Wow, okay.
So I had one record as the same year I got locked up as the same year I started rapping. So it was just like, dang. I feel like at that moment I was like, dang, I only got one record and there's already something gotta be there. Like, you know what I
mean? Copy. But you know what? You wasn't ready at that time.
Nah, I wasn't ready.
So when did you know, like, fast forward a little bit, when did you know, like, okay, now I know I'm ready. Now I know it's my time.
Honestly, the day you was at the listening party.
Wow, okay.
September 1st when my album dropped. Like, soon as 12 hit, and, like, we all listened to the album, I was like, nah, yeah, I'm ready.
It's your time.
Like, yeah, like, after listening with, like, I heard, listen by myself, but hearing it with, like, amongst a group of people, my loved ones that was there, my moms was there. You know what I mean? My girl was there. Like, everybody that was there, and hearing, like, even you. I was like, nah, I'm ready.
Nah, bro, I'm going to be honest, man. Like, I done been to listening parties where it's kind of like, you leave early. Like, you leave early. It's kind of like, nah, I already see where this is going. Nah, I'm good. But I'm just sitting back, listening, rocking my head. And, I ain't know, this is going to be on FM, so I can't say that. I'm not going to be the type of person that if something is dope, I'm going to jump on your body, so to speak. You know what I'm trying to say. Pause. But,
nah, I feel you.
I in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is fire. I gotta keep a straight face. I don't want to show them. But this is fire. But now I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was like when I first heard about you, I saw you hosting.
Oh, word?
I didn't even know you had did music.
Word? That's crazy.
I saw you hosting. I didn't even know you had did music at first. And then
where at though?
It was in Brooklyn. It was, you know what I mean?
Oh, at the Sampler, probably.
It was in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? I seen some footage online one day, and you was on stage, and you was rapping. Man, you was rapping your ass off.
Appreciate it, bro.
And I'm like, wow, okay, yo, homeboy got something. Homeboy dope as hell. So then that made me start to pay attention to you, man. And then when I heard the joint with Snipe, D Block. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, right, okay, now it really got my attention. So now I'm doing my, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Like
so
everything comes in with time. Like, speaking of Snipe, me and Snipe, like,
how that record come about?
So,
because it's like you said, we grew up listening to D Block. So Snipe,
a lot of people don't know. Like, I do a lot of artwork for dudes. Like that Graphics NY page. That you follow that page. That's me.
Get the what?
That's how deep the math is. I done did artwork for you.
Yo, get out of here.
It's like
Get out. You serious?
yeah, that's me. So it's like,
Wow.
I did a lot of artwork for people, like a lot.
Wow,
Dave,
bro.
rest in peace, King Shooter. That was the bro. Like, I did all his artwork. So it's like, Casanova Free
Bro,
Cast.
I never knew.
People,
Yo, he
Onyx
just blew my
last
mind
album.
with that, bro.
Well, I did a lot of artwork for people. So
Yo.
I do a lot of artwork for Snipe. And Snipe be like, yo, what's go with the record? Enough with the artwork, what's up with the record? Mm-hmm. And I was just always giving him a runaround because I wasn't ready yet.
Copy.
And then I ended up doing 2 records with Snipe. I got another one coming out on the floor. This one's crazy. But we ended up doing a summertime record, and it was a knock.
The video's dope.
Yeah, it was a knock.
Who produced the record?
His name Remy. Remy, you got one.
Copy.
Yeah, he from upstate.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
a lot of dope underrated producers from upstate too, man.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, you just gotta search.
Facts, you know what I mean? You definitely gotta tap in. Shout out to Hova Beats also. Mm-hmm. You just blew my mind with that, man.
Yeah, the artwork, man.
Cause I had a record that came out like 4 years ago called FUS, and you did the artwork for that. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm a funny dude, cause sometimes I'll hit you up like 3 or 4 times before, you know what I mean? It gotta be right or whatever. So I'm like, I know I'm getting on his nerves or whatever, but everybody love that artwork. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? All the DJs, everybody was saying too, they love that. Right? Yeah, great service. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Wear many hats in this game, man.
So talk about that. What brought that aspect on? What made you get into the artwork also? Because that's a key component in this game.
Yeah. When I dropped my first EP, it's called Me. I dropped that in 2020. So I dropped 5 EPs before I dropped the album. Mm-hmm. And when I dropped my first EP, I needed artwork. Mm-hmm. I needed artwork. I'm like, let me just try it out. Boom, boom, boom. I think I sent something to my brother Blazing right there, and Blaze was like, yo, this fire. Like, if Blaze tell me it's fire, I'm good. Mm-hmm. Or Gage. Like, if Blaze like, yo, nah, this is fire. I was like, all right, word. All right. Then I went. I just kept making artwork as we go. Like, here, hit me for some artwork. And then it just kept growing, like growing and growing. Ricky Bad. To mad people would just hit me for artwork.
Shout out to Ricky, yeah.
And it just, like, I did all the artwork. Any music I put out, I did all the artwork.
So you shoot videos also?
Yeah, I shoot videos too.
Well, okay, so what brought that about?
Enf taught me how to shoot. We was in, where we was at? South by Southwest, right? Yeah, we was in Austin, and we got a record, Miscommunications. And Enf was like, yo. Enf was like, yo, I got the gimbal. You get the phone. I'm going to show you how to shoot this video. It's going to be light. Mm-hmm. And he showed me how to shoot the video.
And you just took it from there.
I just kept, going from there.
Copy. And, that's to show everybody that's listening and people that's watching, like you said, you got to wear many hats in this game or what have you. So explain to younger up-and-coming artists or what have you that think that you could just stay in one lane and that's it or whatever. Explaining them the work that you got to put in or whatever to go ahead and grab the people's attention, whether it's through hosting, whether it's through shooting videos, whether artwork or what have you. Because you know what I mean. That's 4 different lanes right there.
Yeah, nah. I feel like you just gotta be who you are. Cause some people is like on some or like for one lane, but they just super immaculate at the lane.
That lane, right.
You just gotta figure out who you are. Before I even started like with the rapping and all this, like I was super anti-social. You can ask them, like they basically like started making me host. Cause bro, like I said, I've been shot. I've been through mad stuff, bro. Stabbed in the face, a lot of stuff.
You're paranoid.
It's a lot of stuff that I've been through, so it's like, I'll always be on guard. But
when she told me from Gerard Ave, I already knew what time it was.
Yeah, I'll be on guard, so it's like, they mold me into being more social and stuff. And then I found out like who I was personally. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I know I'm good energy. I know I come in a room, I change the room around, I make the energy go high and the blessings high.
Facts, yeah.
So once I learned that, I just, put that into the music, and it's just effortless.
And you know what? That's what gets you a long way because, energy is everything. And, sometimes you be around certain artists, and I ain't got to tell it where it's just kind of like you just get, like, weird vibes from them. And it's like, you be respectful because you in the industry space, but you already in your mind know, like, nah, let me just stay away from this dude, or let me stay away from Shorty because I just don't like the negativity that they come with. They might not even know they got the negativity.
Yeah, they don't even know it. They don't
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got, we carry baggage on us that we don't even realize we carry or whatever. But I can honestly say, brother, I don't get that type of negative. Like, you would never told me that. I heard through the music, but let's say if I hear your music and I just me chopping up with you, If you would never told me that, you got shot or been through this, that, and third, I would never known it because you always come with a smile on your face. You always come ready to work, ready to go. So how is it? A lot of people don't know how to deal with that kind of trauma and still keep going and still stay focused and still have a smile on their face and still weather the storm or whatever. So what is it about the tragedy that you turn into triumph that what am I trying to say? I'm trying to find the words. It makes you who you are. It made you who you are. But also give some words to the people who been through similar situations who might walk with their head down or might feel like go through depression or anxiety or other things.
You can't do that because it's like you went through what you went through to become who you are. And if you ain't make it through, you would never made it. If it was your time, it was your time.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, yo, bro, when I tell you I've been through everything, bro, everything, hit by a car, all sorts, like, bro, everything. And I'm still here.
You here for a reason.
That's how I move with that. Like,
Copy.
there's no reason why I went through all that and I'm still walking, running, good, healthy. Like, nah, it don't make sense. Like,
cause you got a divine purpose, a bigger purpose.
Bigger purpose, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And it's dope that you could grasp and understand that.
Yeah.
Because most people don't grasp or understand that. So that shows that you got knowledge of self and understanding.
Of course.
And you got some people around you who actually, make sure you,
and you gotta
mentally
have
right.
patience with everything, regardless of what it is. You gotta have patience with everything. If you rush your food, it's gonna be nasty.
Copy.
Like, you gotta have patience with everything.
And I could tell, and getting back to the album, you said when you rush your food, it's gonna be nasty.
Of course.
And I could tell you didn't rush it.
Nah,
you took your time.
The album took me 3 years.
And it's a difference between having a fish fillet from McDonald's and then you go have some lobster and steak.
Yeah, nah, it's way different.
You know what I'm saying?
It's way different, yeah.
It's a big difference. So it's just kind of like, you took your time with it or whatever. So we talked about the joint with Snipe or what have you. What other features you got on the project?
I got my brother Blazing. He in the building. He's on a lot of records. We got to join there with Cooking Soul. We got to join there me, Mom,
dope
Dog.
producers.
We got to join me, him, and Bundy. Like, we got records on there. Of course, we about to drop an album, a joint album, Blaze Party.
Copy.
That's contract. He has an album.
That's a dope title too.
Called Cruise Back. Make sure you tap in with that. He got legendary features on there. Who on there? Up everybody. Styles P.
Copy.
Come on, man. Like,
like,
my boy got a record with Prodigy. Like, come on, that's a legend. So a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff
that you hear now is really in the studio with him. Hours working. Me and him got over like 20, 30 records together on her. So it's like he really like helped mold me to get to where I'm at too.
Dope, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Army Twins, you heard?
Copy. So
Scorpios, you heard?
You saying you had Cooking Soul on there. Who else produced on there besides Cooking Soul?
The old heads. They put 2 production guys from upstate. They did a lot of the beats on there. I got Inf. He did the Like Pablo record with me and Cameron.
Copy. How'd that feature come about?
Blaze, legend. Feel me? Blaze is like when you really got a good brother, like when your mom's cop you something. Like I had cousins. I ain't gonna front. I had an older cousin. Like his moms would buy him shit. And he'd be like, pardon for the curse. And he'd be like, nah, it's good on you, little cuz. Like hold the hat down. Like Blaze is like that. Like he'll get a jewel and be like,
stand up dude. Okay.
Like bro, cause I know, you know what I mean. I know what it's gonna hit.
You gonna run with it.
So that's how I basically got that Cam record. Like it was basically like his record. He like, bro, album, I got you.
Copy.
So it's like
that's dope, bro. Cause nobody, dudes don't do stuff like that, man.
Yeah, nah, of course.
Dudes don't do stuff like that. Yeah. For real, man. You know what I mean? So, all in all, the whole project in its entirety. When you sit back and after, you know what I mean, you out here doing press runs and you doing what have you. Okay, do you honestly feel that, wow, this is my best work that I ever done?
Oh yeah, of course.
Copy.
Thus far, The Mission album is like it's not even my best work. It's one of the best hip hop albums of the year. I'm not even like.
I like that
And the
confidence.
only reason I'm saying that because my uncle told me he likes nothing. Yo, bro, nothing. Like I'm playing, yo, turn big on. Like he be like, yo, who? It's your nephew. He heard this one, he was like, I ain't Neff. You know he don't say nothing. I was like, oh nah, yeah, I got one.
Copy.
Everybody like it. Like everybody likes it. Like, and it's versatile music. I got I got a female record on there called Playing Games. I just shot the video on Saturday.
That's I was about to go into that question next.
Me and Enf, we just shot that video. He produced that beat. I had that beat for like 4 or 5 years.
Copy.
And just talked it until I was ready.
All right. So when will we be expecting that video dropping?
Probably like next week or 2.
All right.
Because I got the deluxe coming.
You got to send that record too.
I got you.
Copy.
Send me the email. I got the deluxe coming next month.
All right. So
the deluxe. I got Vinny Idol on there. That was like I said, Styles P. I had Ghost in the Machine. So for me to even work with Vinny Idol was just like
incredible.
Super. So
shout out to Vinny also.
I got a couple dudes on there. I'm about to do a joint with Side Money. Me and Side Money.
Shout out to Side Money.
Yeah, we
163rd Finest.
We got one coming. That's gonna be fire. So it's like I just can't wait for the deluxe. And then Enf is dropping his album. I'm on that album too. Me and Blaze, right. The 10 tape. So we're gonna close the year out strong.
And you know what's crazy, man? Between you and Side, bro, the Bronx in good hands. For real.
Nah, word, that's the bro.
Cause you buzzing, you from one side, he on the other side, but y'all both dope, y'all both buzzing, man. Y'all sound different, but y'all compliment each other like crazy.
Word, nah, that's
you know what I'm saying? I think he popped up at the release also, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Shout out to Side Money, man.
Word.
You know what I mean? So, closing out, for if you could talk to, there's another Party G that's out there right now. It's 13, 14 years old. So if you could talk to that Party G, what would you tell him?
Right now, honestly, it's just like get your personal life in order. Like get your license, go get a passport, start a LLC, get a credit card, get some credit lines, and like get foundation first.
Copy.
Because once you get foundation first, it's like you jump into the game like what?
Facts.
Who what? Who's saying what?
Facts.
I'm good regardless.
Facts.
You know who I seen do that honestly? 38 Special.
Shout out to 38 Special.
Like
man.
38 was talking about chandeliers and marble floor, spinning staircases, and I was like, what is that? Like how? And then you broke down the math. Like I'm good. I don't even have to rap. Like if I don't want to. Like so that's what I tell to somebody that's out there young. Just like make sure you get your foundation good, so when you get in the game, you straight.
That's dope advice, man. So before we go out, once again, tell them where to go ahead and find that album.
The album, The Mission, out everywhere, all platforms. You could type in The Mission, just Google it. Party G the Humble. You know what's happening. It's the Army. Yeah,
I know what it is. Party G. I appreciate you, brother.
It's love, bro. I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From the Bronx, not Brooklyn.
Not Brooklyn.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you could just say New York. You know what I mean? Just say I'm from New York. I lived everywhere. Peekskill, Poughkeepsie, Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? Catskills.
Yeah, damn.
You know what I mean?
Everywhere.
I lived everywhere. So
all the reference places.
Yeah, I'm
you know
just New York. And shout out to Cali because I was out there for a few years too.
You know what I mean? Shout out. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Enf. You know what I mean? The whole team. Shout out to Paparazzi TV for filming in the background, man.
That's a fact.
Angela, please forgive me. I be forgetting to drop the station. So WHCR 90.3 FM, 90.3 FM, 90.3 FM. Y'all know what it is. It's Late Night New York. Party G. King Haas. Let's go.